So, here I am again. Now y'all have my hoarse voice and my lovely face. It's looking a little exhausted these days because, not only have I been dealing with my crazy, crippled U.S. veteran uncle who served our country because I don't want him in a homeless camp or in a nursing home somewhere. And the only other family member we have left is my grandmother, who is 83 years old. And clearly it's become too much for me to deal with. He's out of control. He caused me to get warrants for my arrest today. Excessive amounts of bond amounts on these warrants because I'm posting videos like these about the KCPD and my ex and his little brother and their lies and the corruption due to their other brother, Sergeant Alexander Skinner, who is the youngest person to ever make sergeant in the history of the KCPD. So, I'd like to summarize the 3 or 4 previous videos I posted. So you tell me why Damien Duncan's stalking my house on August 10th because I didn't show up to this ball game. Okay? Then he calls the police on me because I'm 7 houses down, letting my car go off. I never got out of my car and said a word to anybody. Yet I get surrounded by all these KCPD officers who attempt to yank me out of my vehicle and beat me up. But then you won't elaborate on the situation any further. So baby brother has to step in. Travis Skinner. With all his lies and staged incident scenes. Okay, so then tell me why 2 weeks later on September 7th and 8th, Damien invites me to Maristar Hotel and Casino with him. Now, Damien likes to lie and say that I make this shit up or I change dates on stuff, but I'm certain that receipt and video footage can still be verified by the Missouri Gaming Commission, part of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, not the corrupt KCPD. That, in fact, Damien Duncan did rent a room there. And I could show you another more intimate video of him and I asleep in bed together, but I'm not going to do that because that's just not tasteful. And I'm a very proper lady who lives my life in the box. I do what I'm told. Wrong! Lies. I expose wrong and lies. And that's why a lot of you out there don't like me, including the KCPD. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. Y'all are wrong, and you know you're wrong. And I'm going to keep doing this. This will keep going on after I'm dead, I promise you. Because I have files upon files upon files of everything that I fucking say. Okay? So, when you're done, go ahead and kill me. Do whatever you want. Just know that I was, taking care of my sick, mentally ill, crippled veteran uncle until, he ran off again today because you guys issued a bunch of warrants for my arrest for $2,000 cash, only one for a speeding ticket. Where do they do that at? Except to me. This has been a long history of law enforcement hating me because I know my rights, I know the law, and I'll stand up to you and I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of this shit, and I'm not backing down even when I'm dead. Because my legacy will live on. Sorry about your luck. You can't silence me. You can't. Not even when I'm a box of ashes on top of my dead daddies. I still won't be silenced. I can lose my voice. I still won't be silenced. I was not brought into this world to be quiet and tolerate injustice. I have insomnia. I have my whole life because my brain never stops. I have excessively high blood pressure and I have severe PTSD. And despite all that, I believe in not taking your aging family members and just sticking him in a nursing home somewhere because I was raised better than that, unlike a lot of people out here. That's just my opinion. You know, I guess if it's your family member, stick him in a nursing home, do whatever. But I've been trying to prevent my uncle from being there. That's why I took him out of a homeless camp last year after my father died. He was literally living under a tarp in the woods, and he is a veteran of the United States Marines and the United States Army. He served our country twice in combat. And yet, my efforts to care for him, because he's crazy, and actually he's often very mean to me, and I put up with a lot, okay? And I try to convey this, and what do I get in return? $8,000 in cash-only warrants? Seriously? Well, why don't y'all go collect that $8,000 from Damien and Travis, since they don't pay their taxes? Why don't you go collect it from them? I don't have any money. I broke my wrist earlier this year. I've been trying to take care of my uncle. I've been dealing with all this court shit for stuff I didn't even do. Being harassed by the police. Being harassed by Damien, who claims I harassed him and stalked him. Well, trust me, I have plenty more evidence of that too. So, when y'all are done, you're gonna look like the fools that you are. And tell me why, when Damien and Travis passed me today when I was trying to find a place to park, did Travis take my picture in a public parking lot downtown? What was the purpose of that, Travis? Harassment? Yes. Harassment. There's no other reason for you to take a picture of me pulling out of a public parking lot downtown other than that you're a weirdo who stalks me and claims I harass you. You tried to kill me, Travis, with a rock on December 28th, 2024. You had a gun in your other hand. And mind you, Travis, it's not... Maybe people don't know that you're on probation for shooting a gun at your wife's car while her and one of your children were inside of it and you were holding another child. And Damien and I found 6 meth pipes in your couch in like 2020. And that's why you're mad, because I called DFS on you because that's sick. And I've been a drug addict. So I'm not really here to judge you, but I'm just saying that's pretty messed up. And for you to be mad at me 5 years later still, get over it. Thank you.